Good Morning Winter Park is brought to you by Cooper Creek Square in the heart of downtown Winter Park.
Welcome back on the morning show here, Channel 18 Outside Television, hanging out with Mary Housley, the Independent Living Coordinator of Northwest Colorado Center for Independence. I'm getting there. I've almost got this down. It's a lot of words. But no, it's Diabetes Awareness Month. It's Movember. It's No Shave November. You know, whatever you might see a lot of scruffy looking dudes on the slopes. A lot of men's health and a lot of diabetes health going on right now. So let's talk diabetes.
Right.
Here's what I know. I know there's a couple types. You're type 1, type 2.
Yep, type 1, type 2. Type 1 is for children with
Okay.
diabetes, and type 2 is adult onset diabetes. And what I teach is the pre-diabetes program. I'm a lifestyle coach for that program.
So let's talk about pre-diabetes, because I didn't even know that was a thing, to be honest with you. I just thought all of a sudden one day you got diabetes. But there are some warning signs, and there's some things you can do to manage those warning signs.
Yeah, and did you know you can live with pre-diabetes for like 10 years and not know it?
Really?
Yeah.
So some of these symptoms are benign and or small enough that you just
they're
don't
not
think
even
about it.
noticeable. So you can live with pre-diabetes and not see a healthcare provider for a number of years and not even know. And then one day you're not feeling well, or you just go to a doctor, they say, hey, let's take a blood test, or you go to the 9 News Health Fair and get your blood checked.
Is this going to be a common test, like if I go get my physical every year, my insurance pays for?
Yeah, they can if you, I believe so. I'm not fully acquainted in that, but
definitely ask, you can inquire about that, I'm sure. And
you can, and I know that for sure they tested at the 9 News Health Fair for people who, access that blood test there. Yeah, so pre-diabetes, you have an A1C, which is a measure of blood sugar in your system for the past 2 or 3 months. And that marker would be between 5.7 and 6.4. And if you have 6.5 and greater, then you would have diabetes.
Okay. And so how are they tested? Is this going to be taking blood out of
your...
your...
blood test. Yeah, normal blood test.
Like you would put a little vial or whatever, and then they send that into the lab.
Yeah, just look away. I just advise you just look away. Yeah.
Okay, so that's one. Is there some other symptoms that
No, it's.
Do I get bloody noses from? Like, is there
no,
random symptoms?
No,
so there's not. So that's why you could not even know.
You won't even know, unless someday you're like, oh, I better get a physical, get my blood checked, and so the doctor's going to say, hey, your blood sugar's a little high.
So 6.7 is that what we said?
6.5.
So is there a number greater than 6.5, but below something? Where is your full blown diabetes, or
6.5 and above is full-blown diabetes.
Oh, that's so. If you're in that gap, you're pre.
And if you're in the 5.7 to 6.4 range, then you're pre-diabetes.
So that's what the doctor would look at, say, you're pre-diabetes. We need to talk about some things.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he'll say that, but he'll say here's a general diet, and kind of then you're out the door, and it's good luck with that.
So what are some causes? I mean, is this stuff you're born with? Is this stuff that maybe some lifestyle that have one too many Big Macs?
Most of it, I think, is our good old American diet.
Yeah. And
our eating out habits, and just lack of nutritional awareness. And you meet a lot of people who don't eat fruits and vegetables. I hope you eat your fruits and vegetables.
An obnoxious amount, to be honest with you. I have a very healthy diet.
Excellent. Yeah, you look like it.
Thank you. I know. Probably need to actually go the other direction, eat more fats. But But so locally here, we got a lot of people that like to get after it. So we got a lot of people that burn a lot of energy. Now, how does that equate to eating? You got to feed that energy somehow too. So like, if you're more active, is it okay to eat a little sloppier or not?
Well, of course you can, but persons with prediabetes need to really watch what they eat, calorie-wise. And so in a measure of trying to help them reduce their risk, the risks would be for diabetes, type 2, heart disease, and stroke. So when you live with prediabetes, those are your risks. So persons who tend to have prediabetes are overweight. They're not going to be your physically active sort.
Sorry, Jay Cutler. Apparently he was overweight. No, I'm just kidding. He's a different example.
All right.
But, okay. Yeah. So a lot of times just cutting
back your fats.
Now I know you mentioned a certain percentage is a goal.
Okay, so the program goals for the National Diabetes Prevention Program, which I help facilitate, is they ideally want you to lose 7% of your body weight, and watch your fat intake. So we track fat and our food from week to week, and measure our weight. And that is our goal, but our goal is really just those baby steps, lifestyle changes.
Right.
And what that really means is that you take one little tweak in your approach to your diet, nutrition, and exercise that you do.
I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day, so for
No.
many of these people, what age are we usually working with here?
Gosh, we're a lot of people with prediabetes can be 60 years old or more, or young adults, any age.
But if you've been living a certain way for 60 years, you can't just overhaul everything, and it's not that easy.
It's not that easy, and the National Institutes of Health recognize that, and so they created a 24-week program. So this is like a year-long program that we work together weekly for 16 weeks, and then we follow up once a month for another, we have another 8 months we can go, another 15 sessions. So it's week by week. It's thoughts, it addresses attitudes, emotions.
Oh, that's great.
It's nutrition.
So really build that foundation.
Really, yeah.
So somebody like Jay Cutler, not to go back to the Chicago Bears here, he's a very athletic football player.
Yes.
Is it hereditary? How did he develop diabetes, or is that something we just won't know?
Well, this is news to me, and but my guess would be that he ate a very healthy diet, meaning a very high calorie, eating out a lot. I mean, he's a very physically active sort, so mentally he's probably thinking, bring on
Work
the
hard,
food.
play hard. That's how you
bring
know.
me the whole rack of ribs, and bring me the big basket of fries, or how many plates of taco chips, we can eat, and margaritas, and those are high fat, high calorie foods, and we just have this lifestyle of continually eating like this, and then you wake up one day and you're like, probably he probably gets his health checked up quite regularly, annually. So
our athletic locals, not to use myself, but I'm out there, moving a lot. Just because I'm moving a lot doesn't mean I can eat whatever I want. It doesn't work that way with diabetes.
Correct. I do want to point out, though, that there are thin people with prediabetes, and they would think, heck, I don't, why would I ever...
Perhaps I should get tested. You never know.
You never know. It's always good to have your blood checked annually. I really highly recommend that, because then you're aware of your numbers.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the class that you teach as well, and kind of what brought that about, and kind of the cycle that you go through.
Okay.
And once again, we're hanging out with Mary Housley with the Northwest Colorado Center for Independence. I'm getting there. But
doing great.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to be back shortly. Enjoy a refill of your beverage and maybe a tasty scone with a break here. So we'll be back shortly. See you in 5 seconds.